In 2016, then Minister of Education, Senator Roel Reid, mentioned there will be a reintroduction of civics in schools. He noted national awareness is an important part of a child's development, and the teaching of civics must again occupy its rightful pride of place in schools. He added, our students must know their basic human rights, know about universal adult suffrage, and the great men and women who fought for it. We want our citizens to be proud Jamaicans. In September 2017, Executive Director of the Legal Aid Council, Hugh Faulkner, said persons need to become more aware of their rights provided under the Constitution of Jamaica to ensure their rights are not violated when in custody. In March 2021, the National Family Planning Board recommended that human rights should be reintroduced into the school curriculum from as early as basic school, pointing out that human rights are not currently taught in Jamaican schools. And then we have quotes from Nicola Cousins and some other people. However, the study found that in December 2022, there was a relaunch of civics in school by then Minister of Education, Favour Williams. She said that the aim of the relaunch is to provide guidelines that will be used by teachers to help strengthen the foundation of a successful and balanced society. So Roel Reid relaunched it, and then Favour relaunched it over back again. And now we're waiting on Dana Dixon to relaunch it over back again one more time. And I suspect that it will be Damian Crawford that will actually get it done.
My.
So
I'm also told Andre is the same Mavis Gilmore, who as Minister of Education orchestrated the largest expulsion of Jamaican students when over 300 students were unjustly expelled at Paisley Gardens in East Portland.
That was when the Jamaica School of Agriculture was relocated from Twickenham Park to Paisley Gardens, which is now where it is as part of CASE. That expulsion took place from students who had entered to do the diploma in education. So,
really?
Yeah.
So the Labour then expel over 300 students?
So, and you know, Mr. Holness has taken on a side job of rewriting history. And he keeps referring to the social experiments of the 1980s. So I have some questions through you for him. What of the 1980s has offended him so much? Is it the equal pay for women? Is it the Status of the Children Act?
No, boss.
Is it the maternity leave with pay? Is it the free education up to tertiary level? Because in the 1970s, University of the West Indies students did not pay tuition. It was Prime Minister Edward Seaga who introduced what he called the cess, which caused Jamaican students to have to pay a percentage of their tuition. Now, that percentage that they have to pay was enough of an hindrance for Black people to not be able to send their children to high school, to university.
Hello, good night.
Hi, good night, teacher. How are you doing?
I'm well, my friend.
Good night to you, Brother Raymond.
Good night.
The quick point I want to make in relation to the schools and the missing schools. An incident that had occurred in Western St. Mary in the same 1960, 65, 67 thereabout, when they came to open what is now the Carnal High School. It should have been an agricultural school for girls, you know. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
When they came to open the entire academy, there was no school up there except the little building that is now at the Carnal High School.
My God.
And the minister said at the time was Mavis Gilmore. She said, well, since enough school is here, let's food and rum there, make we drink it now. So that's a history that was passed down to me, and that's a statement of fact. And a lot of it occurred in St. Mary, Fenton, and Trelawney, where many of those schools were never built.
Wow.
Sir Andre,
Mm-hmm.
I want to add something to what that caller has brought up. Today, at an event in St. Catherine, the Prime Minister of Jamaica, the current Prime Minister, speaking at a groundbreaking, made reference to the UDC, saying that the UDC did not do any projects for a protracted period of time until he became Prime Minister.
Yeah, for the past 20 years. That is
Let me read a Gleaner article of, what's the date here? June 17, 2000.
Yeah.
Right? A new 1,350 capacity comprehensive high school at Cumberland in Portmore, St. Catherine is one of 2 schools now under construction as part of a 1.2 billion new schools program being implemented by the Urban Development Corporation, UDC, on behalf of the Ministry of Education and Culture. The other school is a 300-place basic school at Silverstone in Greater Portmore. The Cumberland High School is expected to be constructed at an approximate cost of $211 million and the Silverstone Basic School at an estimated cost of $36 million. Both completed for the September 2000 school years. Contractors on the project are West Indies Home Contractors Limited, WICON, who have established a track record for design and build system being used in this program. The program seeks to increase the school stock through the construction of 4 comprehensive, 2 primary, and 5 basic schools over a 30-month period in response to the growing population in the southern east section of St. Catherine. The comprehensive high schools will each provide an additional 1,350 places. The primary school, 1,200 places, and the basic school, 300 places, all in the Portmore and Greater Portmore area of St. Catherine, all funded by the Urban Development Corporation. So the Prime Minister was either misinformed, unaware, or not telling the truth at all.
My God. Hello. Good night. Welcome, caller.
Andre, good night. How you doing?
I'm well, my friend.
I just want to add to what Raymond talked about Ascot Primary School. Let us be reminded that this school was constructed by WICON, right, in 1997. It was opened on December 10, 2000 by then Minister of Education, Bertrand Whiteman.
Oh, all right.
That was when PNP was in power.
Okay, my friend.
And the Greater Portmore High School was also founded in 1995. That was when PNP was also in power.
All right, my friend. Thank you.
That's all I have to say. Have a good night.
All right.
Waterford Primary School was built in 1978 when the People's National Party was in power.
Hello, good night. Welcome. Good night. Welcome, caller. Hello, welcome to PDTV. Hello, good night.
Hello, Andre.
Sir, you have to talk up, man.
Yes. I have the lesson tonight.
Sir, turn off the TV and talk up, or I have to turn you off.
Turn off that. The lesson tonight is one that we have been yearning for.
Sir, you have to talk up. You have to talk up, Daddy.
I'm speaking. I said the lesson tonight by Raymond Pryce.
Yes.
Is a most welcome lesson because I have been saying it from a few weeks now.
Yes.
That somebody from the PNP must let the facts be known to the nation. And I was saying, how long are they going to wait for this lesson to take place? If God must have put it in Raymond to come tonight to let the chips fall where it may,
Well, I made a conscious effort, my father, to see to it that the people need to start fact checking, because media houses in Jamaica not fact checking, and they allow politicians to go around and make utterances and then not fact checking them. So you see, when PDTV start do it, other bloggers will take it up and start fact checking. All right?
Let me say to you, God bless you, Andre. Keep up the good work.
Yes, my father.
Let me say to you, if 1982
yes.
civics was removed from the curriculum,
yes,
it was one of the worst things could ever happen. Our crime rate would have not have been where it is at now.
Yes.
Because the people were not learning any more civics. They had no guidance.
They turn on each other.
That's it. And they turn on each other.
But it also was a scheme with Siaga and others, you know. When the reports come out in May, you know, the Agniam will sup out some of the things with them organize and orchestrate for to the Jamaican people. You remember there's a particular report that is to come out, you know. When they come out, you will see how Siaga worked and he coerced in doing some things to mash up the Jamaican society. You know about it?
Yes, of course I know about it. And
just for power.
We who were born in that era and who have been schooled based on Michael Manley's input.
Yes.
The whole education aspect. That was the year when free education right up to college. I was able to go to Michael College.
Yes.
And so many of us were benefited from Michael Manley's input. And we are now many are holding down their head. I'm glad that Raymond came up, but even members of the Jamaican Labour Party today who have benefited from it, holding their head under the sun like the proverbial.
All right, my father, thank you. You here?
Wonderful evening.
God bless you. Yes. Hello, good night, welcome.
Hi, Andre, good night. How are you?
I'm
Hi, Raymond. How are you?
Night.
Your guest, your learner guest. Andre, I want to tell you something about the Jamaica Labour Party.
Lord.
Growing up uptown, as a wealthy dad, the Labourites need to go and read the history of the bakery downtown where the Loos were, and how involved Edward Siaga was with Christine Lou and her husband and her 2 children, and what happened to them when it's alleged that D. Edward Siaga borrowed the money to campaign in the 1980s, and when Mr. Lou asked him for his money, okay, they're lying in Dovecote, all 4 of them. The dog was murdered, the bird was murdered, the Coronation Bakery, monsieur. People need to read the history of the wickedness of the Jamaica Labour Party. Desmond Mackenzie, remember the tears of the Loos are on you. Okay? Have a good night. Thank you, Andre.
Andre.
Yes, Raymond, I don't know what the lady talking about.
No, I want to go even further back in history. This may take a minute or 3. From Senior Secondary School, built in 1957 during the premiership of Norman Manley, converted to Frome Technical High School in 2000 during the prime ministership of P.J. Patterson. Glenmuir High School, built in 1958 during the premiership of Norman Manley. Meadowbrook High School, 1958. Vauxhall High School, 1959. Campion College, 1960. Port Antonio High School, 1960. St. Mary High School, 1960. Vere Technical High School, 1960. Montego Bay Comprehensive High, 1961. St. James High School, 2000. Morant Bay High School, 1961. St. Andrew Technical, 1961. St. Elizabeth Technical, 1961. Tarrant Comprehensive High, 1961. William Knibb Memorial High, 1961. Bishop Gibson High, 1962. Anchovy High, 1972. St. Anne's Bay High, 1972. Arbuthnot Gallimore High, 1973.
Wait, man. 62 are when Bustamante take over Jamaica.
Bustamante did not take over Jamaica in 1962. Well, let me check the actual elections. So I can tell you when the schools were being built. So some of them, like a school that is opened in January 1962, never start build January 1962, if you get what I am saying. And I want your viewers to follow the geography of the schools I'm speaking about.
So between 62 and 72, and never Labourite government in charge then?
Between 62 and 72, yes. But a school opened January 1962 was not built by the JLP administration.
But when I say 62 to 72, not never.
Well, I don't see any on the list between built in 63 or 64 or 65 or 66 or 67 or 68 or 69 or 70 or 71.
So it's a common denominator.
It's a common denominator. Look here. These people that were at Cedar Grove High School and the ones that continue to talk about the 1970s experimentation. I am proud of the 1970s experimentation because that's when school bill, that's when clinic bill, that's when hospital bill, that's when police station bill, that's when Portmore bill. Morris Meadows, for example, in East Central St. Catherine. Surrey Meadows in East Central St. Catherine.
Ball out, a producer. That one definitely deserve a ball out. That one, so it's a common thing, Courtney, when the Labourites in power.
Listen to this. We're not done with the school.
Ball out! Whoa, we need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out from Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody. Man or woman.
Continue, Mr. Pryce.
All right. So, Arbuthnot Gallimore High School, 1973. Naculva Technical High School, 1973. Orocabessa High School, 1973. Spalding's High School, 1973. Clancarty High School, 1974. Kemps Hill High School, 1974. Charlie Smith High School, 1975. Balaclava High School, 1976. Cambridge High School, 1976. Claude McKay High School, 1976. Herbert Morrison Technical High School, 1976. Maud McLeod Comprehensive High School, 1976. Donald Quarry High School, 1977. Edith Dalton James High School, 1977. Jose Marti Technical High School, 1977. Bridgeport High School, 1978. Charlemont High School, 1978. Horace Clark High School, 1978. Tack High School, 1978. The Noon Park Technical High School, 1979. Waterford High School, 1979. Anchovy High School, Fidel Castro Campus. So from you hear it named Fidel Castro Campus, you've heard that. Oh, 1980. Garvey Messiah High School, 1980. Jonathan Grant High School, 1980. Then none in 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, or 89.
What?
Merlin Otti.
Wait. So Buster no build none, Siaga no build none. No.
Merlin Otti High School.
Wait, man, Pryce. No.
You know, so, Boy, somebody sent me a text to say that I need to get a dub plate to say, on the wrong for trouble, Raymond. But it's not about me. I was initially only focusing on the schools built in Portmore. But when you look on the lay of the land across Jamaica, you know why we have schools that we call traditional schools?
Yes.
There are some schools that were built before independence while we were a colony, including St. George's College. That was built in 1850.
St. Catherine High School.
And St. Catherine High School. But when you look at the schools built during the Patterson era, that's when, according to the Prime Minister, we had the Finson explosion. So let me touch on that quickly. Do you know that Pernell Charles Sr. had a bank?
What bank Pernell Charles Sr. had?
Pernell Charles Sr. had a bank that had its offices in New Kingston, walking distance from Central National Bank. So during the time when VIPs within the JLP had failed banks, which caused the Finson, the Patterson administration did not take the foot off the pedal in the education infrastructure for Jamaicans. So let me continue.
So wait, are you saying Pernell Charles Bank was one of them that got bailout through Finson?
Then the bank is up. The bank is still around today. Pernell Charles Sr. had a bank, walking distance from Central National Bank, and the bank failed, just like Central National Bank. So while they were putting the burden,
PC Bank,
right? While they were putting the burden on the Jamaican economy, and while PJ Patterson was resolving that burden through Finson, PJ Patterson was still developing the education infrastructure. So I continue. And these are the Patterson years. Merlin Otti Comprehensive High School, Patterson. Greater Portmore High School, Patterson. Paul Bogle High School, Patterson. Ascot High School, Patterson, and Natta Bay High School. And I was working in Portland at Case as a lecturer, and I used to drive by the Natta Bay High School. I remember when ground was broken, I was there. I remember when the school first opened to students, I was there, right? So I have to stop and give special acknowledgement to Natta Bay High School, Patterson, Cumberland High School, the Patterson era, Eltham High School, the Patterson era, Innswood High School, the Patterson era, Holland High School, the Patterson era, Irwin High School, the Patterson era, Green Pond High School, the Patterson era, Spot Valley High School, the Patterson era, Hopewell High School, the Patterson era, Rhodes Hall High School, the Patterson era, and Troy High School, the Simsimilla era, 2007. Cedar Grove Academy High School, the Simsimilla era, 2013. Aberdeen High School in Aberdeen in Northeast St. Elizabeth, the Simsimilla era. I was a member of parliament, right? So who it want bun, make it bun them. We have the masses of this country having universal access to secondary education, an achievement that was a part of the Millennium Development Goals achieved during the Patterson era. And let me just add my voice. Happy 90th birthday season, PJ Patterson. On Friday at Jamaica College, he says that when you're 90, you don't celebrate your birthday, you celebrate your birthday season. And this country, and every graduate of every school I have called just now owes PJ Patterson a debt of gratitude. And you know the good thing about it? PJ doesn't want the thanks. PJ don't want people groveling to him because him give one mickle of a house over there so and another muckle of a house over there. PJ Patterson was a
give them water. Give them water.
And give them water and take it back the day after. Right? PJ Patterson was a consummate prime minister, the consummate leader, and I've always said we'd speak to him about Mr. Infrastructure, but his real credit, his real credentials, his real accreditation, in my book anyway, is the vast investment he did on the education plans for Jamaica. All of these schools are built outside of the corporate area.
Yes.
All of these schools caused middle class to evolve in rural Jamaica.
Yes.
Right? And it is laughable. If it wasn't so serious, it would have been a joke. When these people stand up and talk about the burden of the 1990s because of FinZac. The next time I come on here, I'm going to talk to you about the cause of the FinZac burden. And I don't want to start calling names, but I know a lady who her number one claim to fame was the church she attended and the fact that the person that owned Central National Bank attended that church.
And what happened to her?